Hello. 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 Good morning, students. My name is Richa Patil, and I am your chemistry teacher. Welcome to Sankalp Learning. So today we are going to start with some basic concepts of chemistry. So this week we'll be studying mainly 4 chapters. So first we'll start with some basic concepts of chemistry, followed by uh, classification of elements and periodic properties, then structure of atom and redox reaction. So these are the 4 chapters we are going to deal in this coming week. So we'll be starting with some basic concepts of chemistry. So the first question, a mixture of sand and iodine can be separated by. Okay, so the options are crystallization, distillation, sublimation, or fractionation. Okay, so what is crystallization? Crystallization is nothing but it is a process compound and you are trying to purify it. Okay, it is a method of purification. So wherein there is a formation of solid. Then second, distillation. Distillation is what? Distillation is nothing but distillation is about separating the two liquids based upon their boiling point. Okay. Sublimation is what? You are directly converting your solid into gaseous phase. Okay, without undergoing liquid phase. So here there are mixture is of sand and iodine. So sand is what it is in the both are in the form of solid. So we want to separate. So iodine, iodine crystals. So iodine crystals which are in solid form, they can directly be ionized to gaseous form. So here the option is sublimation. Okay, so the option here, correct option is sublimation. What is fractionation? It is nothing but it is separation of mixture. Okay, when solid, liquid and gases are there, different components are there, you are just separating them based upon the different components. So the correct answer is sublimation. So difference in density is the basis of. Second question, difference in the difference in density is the basis of A, ultrafiltration, B, molecular sieving, C, molecular attraction, D, gravity separation. So difference in density. Density is what? Based upon the mass. Okay. So here the correct answer is gravity separation. Why it is gravity separation? It is based upon the gravity of the both the components. Okay. Difference in the density. Ultrafiltration is nothing but it is a process of passing a liquid through a small holes in order to remove some solids. So you're continuously passing a liquid through a pressure to into a very small holes to remove the solids. Molecular sieving is nothing but sieves are there of particular uniform size, so through which your pores are there, through which your solid enters. So this is of similar kind. Then molecular attraction is nothing but between the attraction is between the two molecules with some distance. So the correct answer here is gravity separation. Okay, so correct answer is gravity separation. It is nothing but based upon the gravities of two different uh, masses. Okay, so the next question is, which of the following is an example of heterogeneous substance? What do you mean by heterogeneous substance? It is not uniform. You can see two different layers. Okay. So bottled water. What do you mean by bottled water? Bottled water is nothing but water. Okay. Water is what? It is composed of water molecules, H2O molecules. So it is only one. So table salt, NaCl. Okay. Salt. So this is also a homogeneous mixture. Pieces of copper Cu, right? So it is a complete form of copper. So Cu. So this is also a homogeneous mixture. Candle. What do you mean by candle? So candle consists of different chemical composition. Okay, wax and so on. So the heterogeneous example of a heterogeneous is candle. Next question, which of the following substances cannot be separated into its constituents by physical methods? A, sugar and water solution. B, salt and sugar. C, solid glucose. D, both A and B. Okay. So here, what is physical methods? So you are going to separate the two components into different. So sugar and water solution, if you mix sugar in water solution, it will form a homogeneous, okay, homogeneous mixture. It cannot be separated. Okay, so this is the correct answer. So salt and sugar, salt and sugar, it will not dissolve, so they can be separated. Solid glucose, okay, solid glucose also, it is a solid form, so it also can be separated. So A and B option, that is also wrong. So the correct answer is sugar and water solution. So they cannot be separated by physical method. So this is the correct answer. So which cannot be separated into its constituents by physical method is sugar and water solution. Next, which of the following pairs of substances contain element and compound within a pair? So what do you mean by element? Element is nothing but it cannot be broken into smaller parts. Okay, it is a basic part of element, is nothing but an atom. So atom consists of what? Proton, neutron, and electron. So this is element is nothing but it is a basic part of an element. Okay, so it is a element is a basic part. So then what is compound? Compound is nothing but it is made up of two or more elements which are chemically joined. So here we have to find out which is a element and compound pair. So A option, we'll see A option. What is so what are the pairs, different pairs? O2 molecule, CH4 is what? Methane. Then in B, what is a B? H2 molecule and oxygen molecule. C, N2, nitrogen molecule and carbon dioxide. D, Na and carbon monoxide. So these are the different pairs. Now the options here are different options. A, it can be A, B, C or D. Then B only, C and D, all of this. So we'll see which are the which are element and compound within a pair. So O2, A. Okay, in this option A, what it is? O2. Oxygen is made up of two molecules of oxygens are there. Okay, two atoms of oxygen are present. Then CH4 is what? CH4, one carbon atom and four hydrogen atom. So this is oxygen. O2 is one element and CH4 is a compound. Okay, so this one pair is correct. Then second one, H2 molecule. H2 molecule consists of what? Two atoms of hydrogen. Okay, and O2 molecule consists of two atoms of oxygen. So these both are elements, right? So these both are elements. Then C, N2 molecule. N2 molecule consists of what? N2 is consist of two atoms of nitrogen. Okay, two atoms of nitrogen. Then carbon dioxide, 1 atom of carbon and 2 atoms of oxygen. So this is N2 is a element and carbon dioxide is a compound. Then D option, Na. Na is a element, right? Na is a element and carbon monoxide is made up of 1 atom of carbon and 1 atom of oxygen. So it is a compound. So element is nothing but it is a an atom, okay, and compound it is made up of 2 or more elements. So here B is forbidden and A, C and D are correct. So these are the pair which contains element and compound. So the answer is A, C and D. Okay, A, C and D. So this is the correct answer. Next question. A mixture contains 2 or more substances in dash, which are called its dash. Okay. So what is this? So what is a compound? Compound is nothing but it consists of 2 or more substances which are in fixed ratio. Okay. They are in fixed ratio and it is called as a compound. So the correct answer is fixed ratio and they are called as a compound. So compounds. Which one of this is not a pure compound? Compound is what? Compound is nothing but 2 or more elements. Okay, 2 or more elements that are chemically joined. Now O3. O3 molecule means what? There are 3 atoms of oxygen. Okay, 3 atoms of oxygen. Does it consist of different elements? No, it has only one element. Okay, that is oxygen atom. Now we'll see B. B, it consists of what? 2 atoms of hydrogen, 2 atoms of oxygen. So this is a pure compound. Then H2O. H2O, 2 atoms of oxygen, hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. So this is also a pure compound. Sucrose solution. What is the formula of sucrose? C6H12O6. So it also consists of 6 okay, so this is also a pure compound. So what is forbidden is O3. O3 molecule is what? It is not a pure compound. O3 molecule, it consists of 3 atoms of oxygen. What is compound? Compound is nothing but 2 or more elements. Okay, so here this is, it is not a pure compound. So this is the correct answer. Okay. Next. 1 Fermi is, okay, 1 Fermi is. So it is asked in form of, it is asked in centimeter. So you have to answer in centimeter. So 1 Fermi is 10 raised to minus 15 meters. Okay, 10 raised to minus 15 meters. So 10 raised to minus 15 meters. So they have asked in centimeters. Centimeters mean minus 2. So it will be 10 raised to minus 13. Okay, so this is the correct answer. So Fermi is nothing but 10 raised to minus 13 centimeter. Okay, 1 Fermi. So this is the correct answer. See, they have asked in terms of 10 raised centimeter. If it is centimeter, it is 10 raised to minus 13. If they have asked in meters, okay, in meters, then it is 10 raised to minus 15. Okay, so it is in terms of centimeters. So the correct answer is 10 raised to minus 13. So we'll go for the next question. The prefix 10 raised to 18, 10 raised to 18. Okay. Super subscript is not there. It is 10 raised to 18. So the prefix 10 raised to 18 is, okay. What is giga? Giga is nothing but 10 raised to 9. Okay. So first option is giga. Kilo, it is in terms of kilo. Kilo is 1000. So 1000 is 10 raised to 3. Exa. Okay. Exa is nothing but 10 raised to 18. Okay, and nano is nothing but 10 raised to minus 9. So the correct option is the prefix 10 raised to 18 is nothing but exa. Okay, so this is the correct answer. So we'll go for the. So now we'll see short notes. Okay, so atom. What is atom? It is the smallest particle of an element. Okay, it is the smallest particle of an element which have individual existence, and it is called as an atom. So how do we calculate the atomic mass unit? Atomic mass unit is nothing but it is mass which is exactly equal to 1/12 the mass of one carbon of 12 atom. Okay, C12 atom. So it is exactly 1/12 mass of one carbon 12 atom. So this is important. Remember this. 1 AMU. Okay, asked what is 1 AMU? 1 AMU is nothing but 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 24 G. Okay, so important. 1 AMU, atomic mass unit. What is atomic mass unit? Atomic mass unit, remember this definition also. It is equal to 1/12 the mass of one carbon 12 atom. What is its value? It is 1.66 into 10 raised to minus 24 grams. Okay, so this AMU can be replaced by U. It can be replaced by U. Okay, this U, and it is known as unified mass. Okay, whenever you're solving problems on atomic mass unit, so its unit is given in U. It is unified mass. Next, so how do you calculate the average atomic mass? Okay, average, when do you find average atomic mass? When a particular atom, okay, when a particular element, it shows its different atomic masses, right? What is it? If it is isotope, what do you mean by isotope? Isotope is having same atomic number but different mass number, right? So whenever you have different this mass numbers, okay, different atomic mass for a particular atom, that time you will use this average atomic mass. So how average atomic mass is given? Average atomic mass is nothing but it is A it is given in terms of A dash, just a second, A dash is equals to summation of Fi into Ai. Okay, so this is where this I is nothing but it is a Fi is nothing but it is the fractional abundance of I isotope. Okay, so this is in terms whenever average atomic mass is given, you have to use this particular formula. Now, temperature. How do you calculate temperature? So to measure temperature, there are mainly three scales. Okay, three common scales, and these common scales are nothing but degree Celsius. Okay, degree Celsius, then degree Fahrenheit, and degree and Kelvin. Okay, so these are the three common scales to measure temperature: degree Celsius, degree Fahrenheit, and Kelvin. So based on this, we'll be solving some problems on average atomic mass and temperature. So how these temperatures are related to each other? Okay, how there is relationship between the two scales of temperature. So first, when we study the relationship between Fahrenheit and the this what degree Celsius, Fahrenheit and degree Celsius, it is given degree Fahrenheit is equals to. So Fahrenheit is equals to 9.5 degrees Celsius plus 32. So this is the relationship between Fahrenheit and Celsius. Then how Kelvin scale is related to Celsius scale is this. So these two are also important. Based on this also problems are asked. Okay, so how Kelvin? So one of the temperature is given and you have to find out the temperature for degree Celsius, or degree Celsius is given and you have to find the Kelvin. So same with respect to this formula also. So like this questions are asked. So we'll solve an example on abundance, okay, average atomic mass. So given that the abundances of isotope, what do you mean by isotope? I said just now, isotope is nothing but having same atomic number but different mass number. So you can see, okay, so iron, ferric, okay, Fe, it is Fe, there are different three isotopes, Fe with 54, 56, and 57, and they are in the ratio abundance of isotopes is 5%, 80, 90%, and 5%. So this is in 5%. Fe 50, Fe 56 is 90%, and Fe 57 is 5%. So we have to find the atomic mass of Fe is. So how do you find summation of Fi into AI? Okay, so this is the formula to find the average atomic mass. So average atomic mass, how do you find out? So 54, okay, summation of Fi, so abundance into its atomic mass. So what is the atomic mass? It is 54 into what is its fractional abundance. So Fi is 5%. 5%, how do you write 5%? 5 divided by 100. So it will be 0.05. Okay, 0.05 plus. Then second is what? 56. Okay, 56. Okay, 56 into what is its percentage? It is available in 90%. So 90 by 100 is 0.9. Okay, 0.9 is its fractional abundance plus 57. The third isotope is 57 into how much? 5% is 0.05. So when you calculate this, it comes for 55.95. Okay. So this is the 55.95. So this is the correct answer. So you have to, whenever the abundance, fractional abundance is given of isotopes, you have to find the atomic mass, that is average atomic mass with this particular formula. Okay, so this is the way you are going to solve average atomic mass. Oxygen contains 90% O. Okay, oxygen contains 90% O16 and 10% of O18. Its atomic mass is. Okay, so here there are two isotopes of oxygen, oxygen 16 and oxygen 18, and its abundance is given respectively. So how do you calculate? So average atomic mass. Okay, so average atomic mass, is given as of oxygen 16. So 16 into 90% is nothing but it is 0.9. Okay, plus the second abundance oxygen is 18. So 18 into so 16 into 0.9 plus 18 into 0. So 10%. 10% is okay. So its answer comes to 16.2. So after going through, or you can also do it, or you can also work out this as 16. Okay, 16 into 90%. 90% is what? 90 plus 18 into 10 divided by 100. Okay, so this will give you 16.22. So this is the method you're going to solve the average atomic mass. So next problem, a measured temperature, on Fahrenheit scale is 200 degree Fahrenheit. What will be its reading in Celsius scale? So we had seen one formula. Fahrenheit is equals to 9/5 degrees Celsius plus 32. Okay, so this is the formula. So what they have given for Fahrenheit. Okay, Fahrenheit is given. You have to find its what will be the temperature reading on Celsius scale. So write the other. So what is the unknown ingredient? Unknown is degree Celsius. Okay, so now what you're going to do? So you have to shift this. Okay, 200 this side, it will come Fahrenheit. So this becomes, so this is multiplying. So this will become 9.9 divided by 9, 5 divided by 9. Okay. Then this goes this side. So it becomes 200 minus 32. So after getting this, what will be? So this comes to 168. Okay, 168 divided by into 9, 5 by 9. Okay, so the answer comes for, so when you multiply this 168 into 5, it comes to 5. Okay, so it comes to 840 divided by 9. So 9. So this is the correct answer. So 93.3. So this is the how you're going to find. So remember, whenever the temperature are given, so Fahrenheit is, so here what is the measured temperature is your the temperature is given in Fahrenheit. You have to read the same in Celsius scale. So this is the particular formula. Okay. So next is equivalent mass. Equivalent mass is nothing but it is the number of parts by mass of a substance that combines with or displaces 1.008 parts by mass of hydrogen, or 8 parts by mass of oxygen, or 35.5 parts of chlorine. It is called as equivalent mass. So whenever this equivalent mass of a substance is expressed in terms of gram, then it is called as gram equivalent mass. So what is the formula of gram equivalent mass? Gram equivalent mass is mass of a substance in grams upon gram equivalent mass of a substance. So this is the particular formula to find out the gram equivalent mass. So this is one of the question. So 3 grams an oxide of a metal is converted to chloride. So what is the question? 3 gram of an oxide of a metal. Okay, oxide of a metal is converted to chloride completely, and it yielded 5 gram of chloride. So 3 gram of oxide of a metal is converted to chloride, and whatever the yielded is, it is 5 grams of chloride. So what is its equivalent weight of metal? Okay, so this is the question. So how to solve it? So mass of the, so you know what is the mass of the metal. So the formula here will be mass of metal oxide divided by mass of chloride. So formula is so equivalent mass. What is gram equivalent mass? So mass of a substance in grams upon gram equivalent mass of a substance. So you have they have given the mass of metal oxide. Now we have to find the equivalent mass. So the formula will be equivalent mass of metal oxide upon equivalent mass of metal chloride. So you have to substitute. So mass of metal oxide is given, mass of metal chloride is given, equivalent mass of metal oxide, you have to find equivalent mass of metal in chloride you have to find. So what is the mass of metal oxide? It is 3. Okay, 3 grams. So 3 divided by what is the mass of metal chloride? So it is yielded as 5. So 5. So we have to find what equivalent weight of metal. So what is equivalent mass of metal? So metal we don't know. We have to find that. What is the equivalent mass of oxygen? Oxygen, what is the weight? It is 8, right? Atomic weight is 8. Then equivalent mass of metal chloride. So here also metal we have to find out. Then chloride. What is chloride? 35.5. So now we'll cross multiply. How it will be? 3 into m plus 35.5 equals to 5 into m plus 8. So multiply each with 3. So 3m plus 3 into 35.5. It will be 100 and 3 5, so it will be 106.5. Okay, this 5 into m plus 5 is a 40. Okay, so now substitute. So this 5m you take, so 3m you can take that side. So it becomes 5m minus 3m, and this 106.5 minus 40. Okay, so what will be the answer? So it comes 2m here equals to 106.5 minus 40. Okay, so it will be something 66.5. So m metal you take 66.5 divided by 2. So 3.2 to the 4. So it will be 33.25. So like this, you're going to find the equivalent weight. Okay. Hello. Okay. That I think, ha. Just a second. Hello. Okay. Dear students, I think the question got stuck here. So I'll just solve this again. Okay. So oxygen contains 90% O16 and 10% of O18. So atomic mass is. So I said you average atomic mass. How to calculate average atomic mass? Okay, average atomic mass is given as summation of AI into Fi, right? So how you are going to solve this particular? So average mass. So average atomic mass is given as, so here what is the mass? It is 16 into 90. Okay, 90 is, you have to divide it by 100 plus what is the other isotope? It is 18 into 10%, right? So 10. So this will be, so the answer comes to, so after solving this, okay, 16 into 90, 90% is nothing but 90 by 100 plus 18, okay, 18 into 10, 10% is nothing but 10 by 100. So you're going to take the average. Average is nothing but you're going to add and you have to divide it by the percent, that is 100%. So this, after solving, the answer comes to 16.2. Okay, so solve this and you will get the answer as 16.2. So we'll go for the next question. So a measured temperature on Fahrenheit scale is 200 degrees Fahrenheit. What will be the reading on Celsius scale? So we had seen a temperature, right? Whenever you are comparing two temperatures or whenever you are relating to temperatures, so it will be, so here what is given is Fahrenheit scale. Okay, Fahrenheit scale, it is given and you have to find the, it is in Celsius scale. So Fahrenheit, what is the formula? Fahrenheit is equals to 9.9 divided by 5 degrees Celsius plus 32. So this is the formula which you are going to solve. So we are given with Fahrenheit, so that is 200. Okay, and we have to find out the degree Celsius. So how we are going to solve? So take this. So take this degree Celsius this side, because you're going, this is our unknown quantity. So this is degree Celsius is equals to, so when degree Celsius is in multiplying state, so this comes here, so this becomes reverse, so it becomes 5 divided by 9. So this will go here, so it becomes negative. Okay, degree Fahrenheit minus 32. So you just solve this. So it is degree. So you take here degree Celsius is equals to 5 by 9. So you take minus common, it becomes Fahrenheit minus 32. Okay, so after solving, so add the quantities. So 5 by 9, Fahrenheit is value is 200 minus 32. So this comes to 5. So this becomes 200 minus 32 is 168 and 5 by 9. Okay. So the answer after solving this, it comes to 9 ones are 9 nines are 81. So it becomes 93.3. Okay. So like this, you're going to find out. So whenever degree Fahrenheit, now this was the question asked for Celsius, right? So Fahrenheit was scale was given and Celsius you're going to find out. So this is the particular formula you are going to use. So it comes to 93.3 degrees Celsius. So next comes the equivalent mass. Okay, what is equivalent mass? Equivalent mass is the number of parts by mass of a substance that combines with or displaces 1.008 parts by mass of hydrogen or 8 parts by mass of oxygen or 35.5 parts of chlorine is called its equivalent mass. Okay, equivalent mass of a substance when it is expressed in terms of mass, then it is in terms of grams, then it is called as gram equivalent mass. So the formula is given. So whenever you want to find the number of grams equivalent, so you have to take the mass of the substance in gram upon the gram equivalent mass of a substance. Okay. So this is the formula. Remember this formula. Remember this definition. Okay. Very important. So based on that, we'll solve a particular problem. So here, what is the problem? 3 grams of oxide of a metal is converted to chloride completely. So there is a metal oxide is there, which is converted to metal chloride. Okay. So we have to find the equivalent weight of the metal. So these are the 4 options. So we'll solve this. So what is the formula? So the formula is mass of metal oxide divided by mass of metal chloride equals to equivalent mass of metal oxide upon equivalent mass of metal chloride. Okay. Metal chloride. So mass of metal oxide, you know what is the mass of metal oxide? It is 3 grams, right? It is given. So this is converted to chloride. So mass of metal chloride is 5 grams. Now what we are finding? We are finding the equivalent mass of metal. Okay, equivalent mass of metal, we don't know. Plus, what is equivalent mass of oxygen? Oxygen is 8 upon what is the equivalent mass of metal in metal chloride, we don't know. Okay, and what is the equivalent mass of chloride is 35.5. Now you just cross multiply this. Okay, so it becomes 3 into m plus 35.5, okay, equals to 5 into m plus 8. Okay, so just multiply each. So it becomes 3m plus 3 into 35.5. It comes to 106.5 equals to 5m plus 5 8s are 40. Okay, so just transfer this 3m, one side you do. So this becomes 106.5 and 40 you take it this side. So this plus it becomes here negative. And here 5m minus 3m. Okay, so this answer, so 106.5 minus 40, it comes to 66.5 equals to 2m. Okay, so 66.5 divided by 2 equals to m. So the answer comes to 33.25. So this is the equivalent weight of a metal. Okay, so in terms of gram equivalent, so this is the method of solving the gram equivalent questions. So here oxide has been converted to chloride, so you are going to use this particular formula and you have to solve. So the correct answer is 33.25. So we will go for the next question. The equivalent mass of a certain trivalent element is 20. Okay, so the equivalent mass of a certain trivalent element is 20. Trivalent element means what? Trivalent element means it will have 3 plus. Okay, the charge is 3 plus. Trivalent. Bivalent means it will be 2 plus. Monovalent means 1 plus. Okay, plus charge. So when the charge is 3 plus, it is trivalent. So equivalent mass of a trivalent element is 20. Molecular weight of its oxide is. So molecular weight of the oxide you have to find. Okay. So first what it is given, these are the options. So we are being given with the equivalent mass. Now here equivalent mass is given. Equivalent mass is given. Equivalent mass is given. We have to find the atomic mass first. So first write down atomic mass. Atomic mass is equals to equivalent mass into valency. So this is the, when you are finding out the atomic mass, you have to multiply the equivalent mass into the valency. What is the equivalent mass given of the element is 20. So 20 into what is the valency of the element? It is 3. So the atomic mass of the element is 60. Okay. Now, what is the question asked? The equivalent mass of the certain trivalent element is 20. So from this, we have found out the atomic mass. Okay. Now we have to find the molecular weight of the oxide. So metal and oxide. So we are going to find the molecular weight of a metal oxide. So which is the metal? It is trivalent metal. So it is M plus 3. Now oxygen, what will be the charge of each oxygen? Oxygen will be -2, right? -2. So so whenever you have unequal charges, you have to crisscross this, right? You know this, M3 plus oxygen 2 minus. So write the charges below. So this becomes, so it will be M2O3. Okay, M2O3. So what is the formula of this metal oxide? Now, from this we have found out the atomic mass of the metal. Now we'll substitute it. What is it? It is 60 into 2 plus, what is each oxygen? Each oxygen is 16. Okay, there are 3 oxygens, so it becomes 48. Okay, so after solving this, the answer comes to 168. Okay, so the molecular weight of its oxide is 168. So this is the correct answer. So whenever equivalent mass is given, you have to find its atomic mass. How will find atomic mass? By substituting the equivalent mass into its valency. Okay, so and then you are going to find out the molecular mass. So we'll go for the next question. The mass of the metal with equivalent mass 31.75, which would combine with 8 grams of oxygen is. Okay, the mass of the metal with equivalent mass. So equivalent mass of a metal is given. So the equivalent mass of the metal is what? It is 31. The equivalent mass of the metal is given as 31.75. Okay, which would combine with 8 grams of oxygen. What is the statement? What is the statement of equivalent mass? The number of parts by mass of the substance that combines with or displaces 1.008 parts by mass of hydrogen or 8 parts by mass of oxygen. So this particular metal is getting combined with 8 grams of oxygen. Okay, so this is equivalent. So the answer here is, so which would combine with 8, so mass of the metal with equivalent mass 31.75, which would combine with 8 grams of oxygen is, it will be 31.75. Okay, because by definition, okay, by definition, it will combine with 8 grams of oxygen. So this is the correct answer. So next, the equivalent mass of a certain divalent metal is 20. So the molecular mass of its anhydrous chloride is. Okay, so how we had solved for trivalent compound, here it is for bivalent compound. Okay, so here what is divalent compound? It is M plus 2. Okay, so same, we are, so equivalent mass is given. Okay, now you have to equivalent mass. How you will find out? First you will find out the atomic mass. Okay, atomic mass is equals to equivalent mass into valency. Equivalent mass into valency. Okay, what is equivalent mass? Equivalent mass is given as 20. What is the valency? Valency is 2. So the atomic mass of the element is 40. Okay, so we have found out the atomic mass from the equivalent mass. So equivalent mass of a divalent metal is 20. Okay, so from this we have found the atomic mass. Now we have to find out what is our next step? We have to find out the molecular mass of its anhydrous chloride. So anhydrous chloride. So chloride metal, when it combines with chloride, what will be the formula? It will be MCl. Okay. Now metal is what? Metal is in which state? It is in +2. Now each chlorine, what is the charge of each chlorine? It is -1. Now if there is metal having +2, so for the compound to be neutral, what should be the charge on Cl? It should be -2. Okay, -2 means when it will become -2 when you take 2 chloride. So the molecular formula of MCl2. You are going to find the molecular formula of MCl2. What is the atomic mass of metal? It is 40 plus what is Cl? Each Cl is 35.5 into how many they are? 2. So 2. So after solving this, the answer will be 111. Okay, so the correct answer is like this. So equivalent mass is given based upon the formula. First, you have to find out the atomic mass by substituting the equivalent mass with its valency. Then you have to find out the molecular mass of the compound. Okay, so this is the way you are going to solve the gram equivalent. So next concept is mole concept, very important concept. So what is 1 mole? Okay, 1 mole of any substance is nothing but the amount which has same number of entities as there are atoms in exactly 12 grams of carbon 12 isotope, which is equals to 6.023 into 10 raised to 23, which is called as Avogadro's number, and it is denoted by Na. Okay, so this is very important. Remember what is mole? Mole is nothing but it is the atoms which are exactly equal to 12 grams of carbon 12 isotope, which is equal to 6.023. Remember this important. What is Avogadro's number? 6.023 into 10 raised to 23. Okay, so whenever amount of substance is given, you have to multiply it with Avogadro's number. Now, whenever the amount which occupies 22.4 liters at STP, so whenever it is in terms of gas, okay, you have to calculate in terms of STP, that is 22.4 liters. So based on this, we'll see. So when you to find the number of moles when amount of substance is given. So number of moles, you can calculate the number of moles when amount of substance is given by amount of substance in gram divided by atomic or molecular weight in grams. So this is the formula when you have to find the amount of substance in gram. Okay, so whenever you're finding the amount of substance or you're calculating the number of moles in terms of amount of substance, you have to use this particular formula. So which has, so the question based on the mole concept, the first question is which has maximum number of atoms. Okay, what is a mole? Mole is nothing but which has a exactly what the atoms which are exactly equal to 12 gram of C12 isotope and which has a Avogadro number. Okay, so now what are the options? 24 grams of C12, 56 grams of iron, 27 grams of aluminum, and 108 grams of Ag. Okay, so here the what you can see here, this iron, okay, iron atomic mass is 56. So this is 1 mole. Okay, 1 mole. So which, what is the question? Which has the maximum number of atoms? So this is equal to 1 mole. 1 mole is nothing but 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 atoms. Okay. Now this Al, aluminum, its atomic weight is also 27. So this is also 1 mole. Then Ag, it is also 108. So this is also 1 mole. Okay. Then carbon 12 isotope will have 12 grams, right? Carbon, the atomic weight is 12 grams. So this is 24. Though this is 2 moles. 2 moles means what? It has 2 into 6.023 into 10 raised to 23 atoms, right? So the correct answer is this. So which has maximum number of atoms? It is 24 grams of C12. Okay, because all other elements, they have each 1 mole, but in carbon 12, which is of 24 grams, okay, it is of 2 moles because 12 grams of C12 isotope of carbon, it is consists of 1 mole. Okay, when you see the definition. So the Okay, the next question. The next question, how many moles of magnesium phosphate? Okay, how many moles of magnesium phosphate, that is Mg3PO4 twice, will contain 0.25 mole of oxygen atoms? Okay, so this is also amount of substance is given. So Mg3PO4 twice. So magnesium phosphate, how many moles of magnesium phosphates will contain 0.25 mole of oxygen atoms? So here, how many, first we'll calculate how many oxygen atoms are there in magnesium phosphate. So this is oxygen atom is 4 and this is for the whole bracket. So 4 into 2 is what? 8. Okay. So therefore 8 moles. Okay. 8 moles of oxygen atoms are present in 1 mole of Mg3PO4. Okay, twice. So you have to relate this. So 8 in this particular magnesium phosphate, how many oxygen atoms are present? 8 moles are present. Okay, each oxygen atom is said to be 1 mole. So there are 8 moles of oxygen present in 1 mole of this particular compound. So we have to find what is the question asked? 0.2 moles of oxygen atoms. How many moles of Mg magnesium phosphate are present, will be having in 0.2 moles of oxygen atoms? So now 0.2, since 8 moles of oxygen atoms are present in 1 mole of Mg3PO4 twice, then therefore 0.25 moles of oxygen atoms are present, how much? Okay, in MgPO4. So what you'll do? So 8, okay, 8 is present in 1, 0.25 in how much? Okay, so 8 moles are present in 1 mole of Mg3PO4 twice. Then 0.25 moles of oxygen atoms are present in how many moles? Okay, so you have to cross multiply. So this will be 0.25 into 1 divided by 8. So after solving, what will be the answer? So the answer is coming to, it comes to 3.125 into 10 raised to minus 2. Okay. So after relating this, the answer comes to this. So you have to cross relate. So here in this particular compound, 8 moles of oxygens are present in this particular 1 mole of Mg3PO4 twice. Then in 0.25 moles of oxygen atoms, how many are present? Okay. So like this, you are going to find out. Okay. So this is the way you are going to find out the. So this remaining questions we will solve in the next class. Okay. Thank you. We'll meet tomorrow.